Zach Johnson weathered the storm in a come-from-behind win at the Crowne Plaza Invitational at Colonial.
Settle in as we rewind the week with the latest edition of Monday Backspin from PGA TOUR.com.
Final round play was briefly interrupted twice by bad weather, but eventually a champion was crowned at Colonial. Hello everyone, I'm Joe Cowart. For the first time this year, Zach Johnson is in the winner's circle, collecting his 7th PGA Tour title. With a fist pump for birdie on the par 4 17, his 5th birdie on the back 9, Johnson captured the trophy, the title, and the tartan jacket. Johnson shot a 6-under 64 to win by 3 shots over Brian Davis, his 7th career title on tour. And what an exciting week at Hogan's Alley, where hometown favorite Ben Hogan won the first 2 invitationals and capped off his career with a 5th and final one in Fort Worth in 1959. His name, along with the other previous winners, will forever be etched on the wall of champions just off the first tee. And all week long, several players were fighting for that top spot to hopefully add their names to the wall. Bryce Molder, who was looking for his first win on tour, shot a career-low 62 on Friday, just 1 shot off the course record, then went on Saturday to light up the course with his putter. He had 12 one-putts in his Saturday round for 24 total. He finished the tournament tied for 5th at 16 under par. And Brian Davis, who you may remember from the Verizon heritage when he lost to Jim Furyk in a playoff after calling a penalty on himself during sudden death. He's coming off 3 consecutive missed cuts, still looking for his first win on tour as well. He finished the tournament at 18 under par. And winner of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans this year, Jason Bohm. He was near the top of the leaderboard every step of the way, despite the fact he couldn't hear out of his left ear due to an infection. He managed, however, to keep a sense of humor through it all.
It was kind of nice. I didn't have to listen to my caddy kind of gripe all day, so that was a nice thing. But yeah, I mean, it was difficult. I told the guys in the first tee, I said, I'm sorry if I don't hear you, because you got. I mean, I can read your lips, but I really can't hear you if you're talking to my left side.
And beyond the golf, there are so many aspects that make Colonial special. Take the course and the horrible horseshoe, for instance, a trio of holes considered some of the most difficult. Players entering the 3rd, 4th, and 5th holes hope to journey through unscathed. And from the course to special moments like Saturday's Pink Out 2. For the 2nd consecutive year, the tournament and community pulled together to honor all women battling breast cancer. Players, sponsors, staff, and fans alike sported pink on Saturday to help raise awareness for the cause. It was started at Colonial last year after Phil Mickelson's wife, Amy, had just been diagnosed with breast cancer. And even though Phil failed to make the cut, his first miscut in more than a year, he had this to say about how much Pink Out means to his family.
I hope some of the many of hundreds of thousands of women that get diagnosed each year feel that same support as well.
Going above and beyond, IHG and Crowne Plaza donated $100 for every birdie and $500 for every eagle made on Saturday to the Susan G. Komen for the Cure Foundation. Michael Collins has been in Fort Worth all week long, watching everything unfold live. Here he is with more, looking back at the Crowne Plaza Invitational at Colonial.
What a golf tournament. I'm going to tell you, this tournament had everything. The Crowne Plaza Invitational at Colonial. Here's the thing I'm going to take away from the week. The heat. It was in the 90s all 4 days, and there was hardly a breath of wind. The cool thing is, people still came out like crazy. This tournament did end up looking a little bit like the plains of Africa because most of the fans were hiding under trees, but they were still out here watching the golf shots. It was pretty cool because so many guys were hurt going into the weekend and still playing good. You had Brian Davis with an abscess in his mouth, had his cheek out to here on Friday, and still brought it on the weekend. You had Chris Blanks had a rib pop out. He almost was going to pull out on Friday while he was playing, and his name was at the top of the leaderboard. It's a little bit of everything. What a beautiful way to end the Texas swing. Now onto Memorial, and in Ohio, going to Jack's house. Yeah, baby.
Thanks, Michael. Next stop on the PGA Tour, we're heading north to Ohio for the Memorial Tournament presented by Morgan Stanley. Golf Channel has opening round coverage Thursday. But for video updates, shot tracker, live scoring, and much more, log on to PGA TOUR.com.